Hello everyone, I am Civ Extraordinaire, and we are picking up where we last left off on episode 3 as the Carthaginians. Welcome to episode 4, and we're greeted by an era star that we just unlocked. We have 3 so far, and I think we're about halfway through the classical era, and as the Carthaginians, for those of you who did not watch episode 2 or 3, basically we're a merchant culture, which means we focus towards money, and we have the Kothon as our emblematic quarter, which increases production, but drops our stability like all of the other quarters. And then we have our War Elephant, which I have yet to use this episode, but it should be fairly good because it is stronger when attacking weaker units, which is a unique bonus that it has. Okay, we are also focusing on building the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, though I don't know if we'll get it out this episode, we'll have to see. And I think we wanted to go ahead and try to build some kind of city defense so we're not taken by surprise. We recently vassalized the Harappans last episode, and that created quite an interesting scenario there. So let's just... We also founded the city, I don't know what we want to do over there, but I think we also founded the city of Carthage, or Carthago, and we built a maker's quarter, and I think we're in the process of building some kind of farmer's quarter along with stoneworks. Let me just purchase the stoneworks out for some production, and then we can focus on something else like a merchant quarter here. So that would be removing the feature, unfortunately. So maybe we could go for some kind of farmer's quarter and see how that goes. This would be pretty good with 9 food. We have some other options over here, but I think we'll take this one. And we could probably surround this quarter over here and get a decent market quarter there. So let's just go ahead and do that and queue those up. I think we'll just buy this one out, and then buy this one out, and then get some more food. And then we're going to drop in some stability, but we have the public fountain to make up for that. And then I think we'll follow that with maybe the flood irrigation. And then follow that up with the market quarter, because it gets money from adjacent districts, which is really, really powerful. So we'll wait for that for a bit and just see how the farmers' quarters progress. But the city's already looking quite good. I think we have another option to raise another city. We're doing that right over here. It should be 4 turns, but I did want to settle this island this episode. And you can see we've already placed some Kothons out here, looking very, very distinct. Love that design there. But we have, we can move the city. I think this is good so far. Where would be the most optimal place? I guess this is the most optimal place to put the city. I would think so. Yeah, unfortunately the snow is kind of crappy, but I mean, we're just taking what we can get here. And then we have the Mycenaeans who have transcended this era, an interesting choice. And then the Celts who are, of course, our vassal. And then there's an interesting micro-civilization, the Huaricanga down there, as well as the Mycenaeans up here. So I think minor cultures also ascend too, which is interesting, though I think I wanted to try to embark if I could. I need the tech for that. Do we get that at sailing? I would think so, but apparently not. Let me just see the tech tree real quick here. So we have sailing. We're still in the ancient era. We really want to catch up here. And then we have mounted warfare over here with the unique elephant. Thankfully, it highlights that. But I think we might want to focus on some science this episode. Philosophy would be a great tech. And then trade exploration wouldn't be bad either, because we could get a transport galley. And that would allow us to transport our units and try to set up an outpost on the island over there. So let's just go ahead and do that. It's kind of embarrassing that we don't even have the capacity to sail yet as the Carthaginians, but we'll get that next turn. So station these guys here, since we can't really transport them yet. They should be fine, and then we'll end our turn. And then I really want to focus on getting some science up. If this turn ends, that is. Okay, looks like it won't. So we got World Deed, someone has unlocked that. We've got Sailing, Knowledge is Power. We have Aerostar, another Aerostar, which I think we got from the Science, from researching that tech. We just need 1 more, and then, or 4 more, and we'll get, I think, another star. We also have some Agrarian stars, too. And we should be really close to actually being able to transcend. We might even get that this age. So let's get open borders with the Morians here. And let's chat. We have an event here, the Priests of Nature. Haven't got this one yet. The large numbers of farming districts has led to a blossoming of knowledge of plants for health, sustenance, and medicine. With the Empire at peace and stable enough to support such a move, never before has there been a better time to make official the status of your most learned brothers and sisters. I almost said assets. I guess that would be appropriate for this time, though. But do you wish to found such a cast? We could get +10 food. Or +1 combat strength. Let's establish it and get the food. We already have a ton of that thanks to some of the farming quarters over here, but I'm never want to shy away from extra production. So let's buy this fountain out, and then we probably need some more production too. So a pottery workshop would be okay, but we already have a ton of influence. We have 65 per turn. So maybe a forge would be good, and I'm okay with that. Okay, and also some of our production, I believe, is transferring over to the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus over here. So let's pick up philosophy for the research quarter, and that gets additional science per adjacent research quarter, which is very, very good. And that should help boost our science too. So let's end our turn. And someone has chosen the Achaemenid Persians. Very interesting. New alliance. We might want to get an alliance too while we're at it. Because some medieval cultures like the Byzantines get some bonuses towards alliances. I don't know if they're the only medieval culture to feature that, but I think some others do as well. Interesting. We got some more curiosities, and someone wants a proposal. I'll take the luxury offer if they want to buy some of ours. We have quite a lot. So I think we have, what, some strategic resources like lead, along with some luxuries like wine over here. And sage. Interesting. But I have taken note that, ooh, another Aerostar. That there are a lot more luxuries in Humankind, at least compared to Civ 6. We have sage, we have like saffron. There's definitely some more here. We have some merchant stars, I think. And we just need to keep earning money to get that. And then you only need 2 more to transcend. This game is going by at a blazing pace. I don't know if that's only because we have so much culture, what's going on here, but we are just completely dominating here. Yeah, our culture is going throughout the land over here. Very, very interesting. And they have built the hanging gardens over here too. I didn't even see that, but looks like they constructed this and nabbed it before us. And I'm not too sure if they'll nab this region over here of Mimosa, but we'll have to see. So exciting new developments. Okay, so this city has just been founded, actually, the city of Utica. So we have hit our cap, I believe. So 3 out of 3, it's highlighting that in red, just to inform us. But I think we want to immediately try to build some kind of Kothon. If we can, the Kothon. So where can we do that? Is that even available to us? Ooh, doesn't look like it. That is unfortunate. But can we place anything for food here? We could get +6 here, +4 here. How is industry looking? Okay, not sure if it looks a bit better. No, it looks even worse somehow. So, yeah, market is the same, I think. So let's just go and get some food up here and try to expand that. We'll buy that out just to expand our tiles and options here and see what we have. Okay, some better food yields over here. +8 would be really good, and that's because of this grassland over here and the volcanic earth. So let's get that, buy that out, and start working on some more projects here. And really just use our gold. We have we don't have too much space to work with here. It's kind of narrow, but I think we'll still be able to get the job done. So let's try not to focus too much on lowering our stability through those districts. I just wanted to get those up. But I get some stoneworks here and the whole menagerie. There we go. Okay, so I think that's good. We spent a ton of gold just to set the city up, which is great, as the Carthaginians merchants have no trouble at all earning lots of gold, even though our unique district isn't dedicated towards that. So this is probably also helping with our production here, if I can just turn on the yields. Yeah, plus, what is that? +16, that's pretty damn good. We've also unlocked another Aerostar for the Agrarian as we are increasing our pop, so we only need 1 more to transcend. And then start just heading out throughout the era. Okay, we got philosophy. Heading to the medieval era. So we have philosophy now. I wonder how good would this be? +7, that's pretty damn good. This would only be +3. This would be +6. So let's just go and queue this up. And we can actually buy it out. I think we'll go ahead and do that. And get that research quarter for that additional science there. Okay, we don't have enough for the forge, but still, that's going to be great. I don't know why I'm not exploiting this. Maybe I am. But it looks like the farmland's kind of odd there. Okay. So, finish building that, and we'll just look around for some science. Okay, speaking of science, we also have +1 science per state religion, and +5% science per co-religious states on empire. We have some stability buffs, not really concerned about that. Money, not concerned about that. Not concerned about influence either. So I think we're really just left to science. The last one we went with production for reject luxury. And has there been any other tier 3 religions, actually? No, we're pretty damn advanced, even though we don't have any faith buildings. So aside from the holy site, of course. But I mean like unique faith buildings, which kind of the Olmec excel at. Anyhow, let's get some science. I think the +1 science might be better. Yeah, per follower, since we are growing a ton of pops. You just saw there with the agrarian site there. So let's get this. And that should increase our science drastically. Okay, just notice, you can also see all of the resources we have here. We have some gold too, though I don't know where that's coming from. So we could go with hydrology, fortifications. Let's go with trade explorations and try to get that outpost on the island over here soon, before anyone else gets any sneaky ideas. And we also have another city slot opening as the Carthaginians, which is kind of interesting. I think we'll go with placing a Kothon down over here. We get +12, +12, +12 again, +9. How about these over here? +3, +9. Okay, I'm not sure what exactly determines this. Probably how many, exploitable tiles you get. Yeah, 9. I noticed the closer you get to the border, the worse the yields get. So I think I'll actually place it over here because it is a bit closer to my city, so I can expand over here faster and kind of merge with the Kothon. So let's go ahead and get that, and then also get some extractors here, and we can buy that Kothon out later so we don't get forced to drop it. Because once you advance to the next era, you immediately stop building your emblematic quarter in my experience. So that should be good. I'm not going to sacrifice a pop. That's our only pop we have anyway. Okay, and we've entered a new era. So let me quickly see if I can buy that out. And we've earned an Aesthete Star. We're really advancing rapidly, but I'll buy that Kothon out. We'll get the Border Star. And looks like the Achaemenid Persians discovered Lake Victoria. Where's that? I didn't even think this was Wonder, but apparently it is. Where are the Persians anyway? I don't think these guys are Persian, so they must be somewhere else. But anyhow, let's go ahead and advance. I think I want to advance to the Kume, but we'll have to see. We have a ton of options here. We didn't get to play with the Carthaginians too much, unfortunately, but we see all their Kothon bonuses, so I played with the Franks and the Lucy OpenDev. It looks like they've been nerfed a bit, though they did get some changes. I think they get some influence per adjacent district. Interesting. And then they don't get science per holy site, which was what they had with the Lucy OpenDev, which is very, very curious. And then they get 50% food on city or outpost. I think they had that before, but I really loved playing them in the Lucy OpenDev. They were just fun all around to kind of experiment with. We have the Ghanaians. I don't want to go with a merchant, but we do have some interesting bonuses like the Life of Luxury. We have the Teutons. They are expansionists, I think. I don't know if I want to do expansion. And then we have the Kume, the builders. I haven't tried a builder out yet. I don't think at all. The Umayyads, additional science, and a mosque. And then we have the Norwegians or the Norsemen, because they are militarists. And I think the Naust is pretty good, but we have a coastal focus already. So we have the Aztecs. Yeah, I'm not really having too many options here. The English would be cool too, I think. Stronghold doesn't really, kind of a militarist-based civilization, actually. And then +3 industry on Farmer's Quarter. That could be good. I think I'll go with the Kume just because they have an interesting Grand Beret. And Builder would help us, I think, pump out this wonder. So they get industry per workers on city or outpost. And that's also just good because you're stacking your production. And then the Beret gets +1 food per district, +1 industry per population, and then industry for each adjacent river. So I think that is a pretty good culture here. And then the Don Vigaha was also pretty damn potent, if I can remember from the Aztecs demo. I didn't get to play it, but they were pretty ruthless and efficient. And I'm loving some of the influences with this design. I think I see some tie with the shoulders here. I'm not too sure what the bracelets are inspiring, but I'm loving that gold theme matching with the maroon. And then, of course, fashion's all we care about. But yeah, the Don Vigaha really packs a punch, and then they can move and shoot, which is really, really good. So let's just go ahead and transcend as the Kume.
Wisdom and technical innovation from earlier eras bring humankind new knowledge, and we immediately use it to find new ways to kill each other off. Greater empires build more powerful armies, but brute strength may be defeated by superior innovations. It is brains versus brawn, with ever richer cities as tempting spoils for the victor.
Wonderful. All right. Well, you heard the man. Time to spoil and pillage. But we have trade expeditions researched. Loving the art here. The French have really just blown it out of the park with their aesthetic designs there, no pun intended. But I think we just progress here with the... our fortress got a unique East Asian design, but we should progress and finish the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus soon. And as the Kume, we do get the Grand Beret, which has quite a few interesting features. So that gets additional production here. Really nice. I don't know if we'll get the advantage of having a river. I don't think we have any rivers here. But let me just see the Grand Beret. +5, +8, +5, +12. That could be pretty damn good. And then I could surround this with an industrial district here. I think I might as well do that, though I think maybe I hold off. I'm interested to see if we can raise any cities over here. And then this, of course, is becoming a city later, right? Yes, I think so. So let's go ahead and create a city out of that. And I want to place down a beret, if we can buy that out over here. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Look at all that production. That's 31 production. Jeez. Am I reading that right? Yeah, that is 31 production. That would be insane. Of course, we're going to go ahead and grab that. And then purchase this, and geez, that is going to be some insane food growth. Yeah, we're getting another pop in just one turn. Look at all of that. We're getting 38% pop gain per turn. That is going to be ridiculous. Let me also see if we have any good research quarters here. I think we do. Maybe on this fortress. +3 science. +3, +3, +3. Okay, not too many good viable research districts here. But man, that beret, look at all of... Okay, that's 21 production, but that's still pretty insane with that food growth and everything. Maybe we can get a maker's quarter. 14 would be damn good. 14 here, 14 here, 14 here. Let's get 14 here, and I say that a lot, but get that there. We can sacrifice a pop since we're building, putting out so much food. And then Mausoleum at Halicarnassus will be done in just under 7 turns. So our production is looking pretty good. Okay, our research. Let's get hydrology. We are working with water a lot as the Kume. We love rivers. And I think some more buildings towards that would complement us quite well. Let's see a beret in here too. +11, +15. Do we have any rivers? I don't think so. This would be +11, +15 too. +4, +9, +17. I think this is the best available option here, so let's grab that. Place that up there, and then finish that in 4 turns. And we should be golden. Alright. But yeah, really good here. Okay, we also have land rights, so the Empire is a vast, glorious land of mountains and grasslands, stretching countless leagues. Okay, so this will deal with expansion. And this allows us to claim, attach, and merge territories with money instead of influence. I don't have any influence problems, so... I think we'll go with modify, create outpost cost. Take that, and I'm not interested in these civics. That's kind of one of my problems. You get influenced too much with this demo, and then you have some problems with managing that. Also, influence is kind of important early on, but after that, it just becomes completely useless by the medieval era because you have so much of it, and then you're done claiming territories, and it seems like there's nothing else to do with it. I don't know if that has other implications, like with the World Congress later on, but influence seems to lose its function and synergy later on, which is, again, unfortunate. Okay, we can have, yeah, one more city, so I think we'll just uplift that city over here. End our turn. And we should be, yeah, good to go. Okay, hydrology, thank you. And how close are you to finishing this? Okay, we can just buy this out. Get some amazing food and production there. And unfortunately, we can only build one. But again, these districts are super powerful. So, yeah, let's just help finish this this building here, and we should be good. Or the wonder. Okay, we also have press freedom, which is funny in the medieval age. Not sure if that really belongs here. But we could get the plus 20% civic points. Or we could prevent revolution. I think we'll go with propaganda because I already have tons of civic points. So, not really worried about that. We are pretty authoritarian, though. Let's go ahead and get fortifications. Red Oak would be interesting as well. But I don't think we have any more districts available. Yeah. Let's get fortifications. Should be good. And then I think we want to unlock hamlets fairly soon, because those help you exploit things to the 10th degree. It is pretty insane. We did it as the Franks with the Lucy OpenDev, and it was great. We also had this event with the Lucy OpenDev, so I think it was some kind of failed exploration. But let's just go ahead and get the extra faith for protect. Will be some weird cult ship worshippers, and that should be fine. We got fortification, and we can claim a new wonder too. So Angkor Wat could be interesting. Additional food per faith. That would help us explode in terms of food. War support. I'm not really going to war too much. Notre Dame. Faith per research tech. I'm not really too scientific. This is giving us a ton of faith here. Todaiji. 20% turns before being converted. I noticed the devs really like to focus on that one. We could also go back and claim Temple of Artemis. Though, what is Lighthouse of Alexandria? Interesting. Colossus of Rhodes. I think those are some older wonders. We are the Kume. I think we'll just go with Angkor Wat. Just because we are the Kume, so let's just go ahead and get that and claim this wonder. Since we have so much extra influence. And does this have any synergy bonuses? It's considered a holy site, but does not count towards the holy site cap. Food per faith. So no, it doesn't really have any specific bonuses over here. So it would probably just look good thematically next to this here. And then I guess it'd fit next to the cultural quarter. So let's just go and build that. We could sacrifice 9 pops. That would be pretty brutal. So I guess we'll just wait off. And you can help contribute towards this project over here. Okay. So you can also help contribute towards the problem. My tongue is getting twisted. You could also help contribute towards the project, but I think we want to place this down. This would also be super good, and then maybe we could surround this with some farms. See how that goes. +3, +5, +5. Any good science districts here? That would actually be +7, and this would be +3. This could be +7. Let's grab the science district here, buy that out, and we could get a... What is this? A beret here, +6, +12. This would be great. +5, +18. And then I could surround this with some other districts. So let's grab that, buy that out, and then we can continue placing some districts over here. Yeah, +11. That would be amazing. Let's get that, buy that out, and just keep expanding. And that would be, yeah, amazing. Okay, I think after we went and spammed a bunch of districts, we can go ahead and spam some improvements here. And man, this game just does not mess around. You can just spam everything. And it is kind of rewarding just to see how crazy you can get. But yeah, I'm loving the design of the beret here. Though I think someone was complaining, maybe Sucretact, about the specific design of the beret. So I don't know if there's some problems with there like being a wheel or a spoke on it. But we have built another city. So I kind of want to see the design here move. Okay. And we can embark too. Interesting. Let's go ahead and disembark then. And try to sail over to this territory over here. It has some rich pearls, and that would be great. Because I think we just researched the tech that allows us to sail over here. So we have founded the city of Yosodarapura. Not sure if I'm getting that right. But here are the... What is it? Can I show? There we go. Here's the design. It's looking super, super elegant. I think Siam also had some pretty elegant wats, as they're called. They're the Hindu and I think Buddhist, the syncretist religion. That's some of the temples they use, but I'm not too sure if I'm getting that right. Though, we want to build some kind of farmer's quarter. +5, +3, +5. Maybe an industrial quarter. +3, not too good. Okay, we are a bit sparse here. Actually, let's just go with the artisan's quarter over here. And maybe we could get some science. Okay, +7 would be pretty good. So buy this out, and that'll help us expand. And I don't think the science district actually helps us claim additional... Oh, it does, okay. It just wasn't showing that with the farmland, which is interesting. Adds for some more dynamic city layouts. So we could get this here for the additional gold. I think I'll get that. The market quarter. Buy that out. And our city is already rapidly expanding. Okay, let's get another horse ranch. Here we go. And get a beret. +4 would be good there. +11, +7. And my city planning might be a bit flawed here, but if you guys see anything weird, correct me. But I think I'm doing good so far. Let's buy this beret. If we can. We can't buy that, though we will buy out the horse ranch and then wait for the beret construction later. Okay, we also have fields of plenty. Hark, your empire is a land of plenty. Your cities a quiltwork of farms and small holdings that feed your hungry and ambitious people. Interesting. So this is going with industrial production, which is funny in the medieval era. But let's get the additional farmer slots since we are prioritizing farms. And that will bring us a bit more towards collectivism instead of individualism. So kind of anti-American here. But we won't even get the chance to ascend to the contemporary age. So not worry too much about that. We have mounted warfare. We could get night raids, increased ransack speed. Though, let's get the foreign outposts for the opportunity to build another city and kind of expand beyond our core 4 cities here. So end our turn. I kind of want to build this city with the Kume and modify. Yeah, we can't hard build that, unfortunately. Oh, it's actually we could build that, but it would cost some influence. So maybe we get a harbor here. It's not even boosting us any bit, though. I think we'll build one here, exploit that. And that should be good. Too bad I couldn't get a Kothan down there. But let's send this guy over to the newfound land here. And you're actually just going to get back on the land. Okay, I thought it'd be faster to sail, but apparently not. I guess that makes sense since they're cavalry, but this should be pretty good. Okay. So we're just speeding through our turns here. An Angkor Wat should be done fairly soon. Demand received. Interesting. And turn. Looks like people are getting in a bit of a scuffle here. So have these guys ascended yet? No, I don't think so. Can you talk to you? Our vassal? No, there's still the Celts. Who became Ghanaian?
When I am uncertain,
You're still the Huns. You are the Maya. Interesting. You are the Ghanaians. Okay, so the Olmecs became the Morians, who became the Ghanaians. So they are getting a fair variety of different cultural affinities here. We might even want to get an alliance with them, depending on how they feel about us. They're needy. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to get an alliance, and this will kind of boost us, I think. And then we get benefits for buying stuff.
Things change.
Interesting.
Leaders and empires.
And the Mojave's been discovered.
For you.
There is much to admire here.
All right. Well, thank you. So we are now allied with these guys. That means we share their map, I believe. And looks like someone was the Babylonians because these guys conquered them. But there are some cities over here. Memphis. Interesting. We don't have too much of a view of them, but looks like they're fairly productive as the Maya and the Egyptians. 2 builder cultures in a row. Not sure if certain personalities or archetypes make them pursue that. But I do see there's some jungle terrain over here, which is interesting. They're making sure to make note of the altitudes and latitudes because I've noticed jungle regions cluster towards the center, and then, of course, more temperate and some wintered regions cluster towards the north. Okay. So yeah, Sorapura, of course, is growing, especially with the beret over here. Though I notice its yields are kind of diminished. So maybe I can surround it with a farming quarter and kind of help them out there. +4, +2. Let's get the farmer's quarter. Build that, and yes, that's going to boost us. And then we're getting an Aerostar for building so many districts here. And we might even be able to make use of their affinity fairly soon with industry mode. Kind of similar to science mode, but it's just like production instead, I think. Okay, let's get... We can't build this there, but I think we can probably... Yeah, let's go ahead and get an industry zone here, or a maker's quarter. It'll help us exploit, I think, Roraima, and then further boost, yeah, the beret here. And then we have a ton of stability in this city, so we still have 100. So let's get one more maker's quarter, I think. Or a science district here. Yeah, we have some really good science district opportunities, or the research quarters. I'm always confusing them. But yeah, we have some really good opportunities here to expand our city. And I think we could even get a harbor. Yeah, +8 food, +3, +2, +3. Let's get the +8 food here, and then I'll stop buying things out because I keep spending all my money. But yeah, I'll try to be a bit more conservative with that. So now that we're embarked, that's going to take a full movement turn like Civ 6. And our cities are going to keep getting pops. And it looks like someone's army was lost at sea. Was that our army? Okay, that's just the debuff here. But the scout is exploring and trying to find new land, so I hope they get out of there quickly. I had some problems with that with the Lucy OpenDev. So, yeah. Where do we want to put an outpost, though? +8, +3, +9, +8, +8, +11. Interesting, interesting, interesting. This seems like a pretty good location here, so let's go ahead and get that. And this is a pretty damn big island, too. We have a lot of science here. How much would this be? +5, +10. Okay, so I think this is fairly good. It's central to the island, and it has some reasonable yield. So let's go build this outpost here, claim that. We won't build a city immediately, but it'll be good as a future staging point for our navy. Lost at sea, please get out of there soon. And are these guys building an outpost yet? Kind of curious. So we have a blossoming of beliefs. Interesting event. Religious feeling is strong across the empire, but that is not preventing discord from emerging from the faithful. Great cities are finding themes, or themselves, okay, under the sway of diverse religious leaders, and I assume this is because of our syncretism. So we could dissolve influence, or become fanatical. I think we'll go with a neutral stance. We can afford to. We're not really hurting for faith. And just get +5 faith per turn. Alright, we got fanatical. So how is our faith? It's still pretty damn potent. We are spreading across. We've already dominated our vassal. And it looks like Harappan shamanism is getting pushed back. These guys were the Harappans, I think, in the first place. So it looks like the Olmec polytheism is also fairly strong. So they are resisting us quite well. 99%, yeah, very well. But thanks to our faith and our obelisks, we can see our holy sites over here. We have one here, and then we should have one over here. So we might want to consider building some more holy sites, but I'm fine with what we have now. And we are able to resist the religious pressure of the Olmecs. So let's finish Angkor Wat, and then I'll call this an episode. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far, and if you have, please subscribe to see more content. We recently hit 600 subscribers, so just amazing to see this milestone, and you can join the Discord too, which I've linked in the description. But love growing the channel with you guys, and I hope we'll be able to see Humankind when it releases and possibly stream and see what happens here. But we did get another city slot with Foreign Quarter. We've kind of rushed, or we are rushing all the way through the medieval era. So we want to catch up on our techs with our science, but we are going to build that outpost here, right? So that's being built now, I think. Yeah. In 2 turns, so it's becoming a lot faster, and we're adding another segment of territory onto our empire. Interesting. So let's get another science tech here. I think rhetoric is fine. We just go down the list and end our turn and wait for Angkor Wat. So the Nubians have reached the ancient era with the Nubians. Okay, that's kind of sad. These guys still aren't progressing. And then someone declared a war on us. What is going on here? Is someone at war? No, you were not at war. I think someone else declared a war or something, but this guy is still the Nubians. Very, very weird. And he's T-posing. Was that a T-pose I spotted? Do the T-pose. No, you're not. Okay, well, you're apparently aggressive towards me as a twice transcended ancient era culture, but whatever. So let's just finish this. And then we get Angkor Wat. Whoa, holy crap. 112 science and 40 stability. That is pretty disgusting. But we've completed Angkor Wat. Where did I even get that science from? I don't know. But we can go ahead and claim another wonder. Maybe Notre Dame. We'll see that later on. I guess we'll save for like something else. But wow. That is a nice looking wonder. Let's just see it without the yield real quick if we can. Here we go. Looking very synergistic next to the beret. Loving that. And generally it just looks very, very nice with the whole overlay of the city. Anyhow, I think we'll go with some kind of science district maybe here. +3, +3, +3, okay. Kind of crappy here. I don't know why we're getting 112 science, but that is kind of ridiculous. Where's that science even coming from? I think that might be a bug, because that's like really, really weird. And 53 food too. Jesus Christ. Quite literally because we're getting like 25 faith. So, wow, that is a lot. Let me just... Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. 3 food. 7. Okay, that's pretty good. I think we'll get that market quarter here. And then connect our city with the Kothon. And then, can we get any kind of useful science district here? No. Production, how are we here? Let's get the plus 15 over here. We can afford to spam these since we have a ton of stability from the wonder here. But I think we should probably go focus back on things like the aqueduct and city improvements. So that should be it for today's episode as we expand with the Kume. But thank you guys so much for watching. I should probably convert something to a city. So let me just do this here. Upgrade you to a city if we can. We don't have enough influence. That's damn, influence scaled a lot. Okay, I might have been wrong about not needing influence. But anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Civ Extraordinaire. Again, if you like the episode, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. And you can always join our Discord down in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. All right, peace.